Hi, everyone. Welcome to Cardano Live today. I have Keith, Shweta, and Maria here with us from Lovelace Academy, and we're going to talk about what is Lovelace Academy. Then we'll talk about how they got started back on Project Catalyst, what they're working on currently, and what their plans are working on in the future, and all kinds of cool stuff. So it should be a great podcast today. Thank you, everyone, for coming on Cardano Live. I very much appreciate it. Greatly appreciate you coming on over here. And Maria, you're going to give us a talk first about, tell us, what is Lovelace Academy? What are you doing over there?
Well, Lovelace Academy is on one idea that improved from a first idea that was the woman's effect, then found one of catalyst, and then we become for found two, and we need to address the challenge of bringing developers and entrepreneurs to Cardano blockchain. So we put through a proposal and bring more member of the team. That's Keith. He's here today, and now we became this team where each of us create or take care of a part of Lovelace Academy. And the goal of Lovelace Academy is to inspire people to come and develop on Cardano blockchain, learning with us. We are very happy to welcome any newcomers out there.
All right. It's great. It's great that you're doing that. Education is key. It's very important. And it's inviting to developers, when they have podcasts like this, they have Lovelace Academy launched out there. And they can go there and get the information they're looking for and get up and running, building on Marlowe and Plutus. So thank you for that intro, Maria. Greatly appreciated. So let's kind of dial it back to the early beginning stages when you first got together. You launched on Fund 1, on Project Catalyst, rolled it to Fund 2. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced, and what were the greatest accomplishments in getting through those early days? Tell us about that.
The hard parts of it is to deal with critics. Some people they do positive critics, but some people do a very very bad critics, and we have to take them on and make them something better and useful. We don't want to go hurt in any way. We just want to get this piece of information, prove it, and put it to work in our favor. And if you see from our first proposal to our second proposal, is a huge enhancement, is a huge add value, because Keith came in and he already know loads of stuff that he's going to be teaching, and he is a very experienced guy in programming. So I think it's add a lot to the team with me and Shweta. So the hard bits is this is just at the scale. Everybody can go there and read your proposal and leave you a comment and a compliment, but some people just come around, they are very negative, so we need to listen, but there is a limit for what information you actually listen to.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. And
Yeah.
Shweta, you were going to say, I saw you were about to speak there as well.
Yeah, Maria just read my mind. I was about to say the exact same things. And regarding the accomplishments, it feels really fulfilling to put this great team together where everyone is perfect at what they are doing. And I'm really super excited about the future of Lovelace Academy, especially with the launch of Gogan. We would be producing much relatable and useful content for upcoming developers.
Fantastic. And Keith, so as the team was forming up here, you were also associated with Project Catalyst and on Idea Scale, and you came across this team while you were there in Fund 2. How'd that go?
Yeah, that was great. It was actually Shweta and I were setting up our stake pools together in the testnet days, the Shelly testnet days. So we built up, a bit of a professional camaraderie, going through all the that's a very painful process together. And then through Shweta, I got to know about Maria, and we really got to understand her mission, her drive. That she really wanted to build something that kind of like legitimizes, the entire blockchain industry in the sense that we're able to, provide the educational content for people to actually build meaningful things on top of it. So we all just got together, like it just, the stars aligned. They wanted, my help, my assistance, because back then, I was like a lead developer for the past. I've been building for the past 15 years in the software industry, and over the years I've learned so much about getting people, excited about building on top of it. So I felt like I really wanted to play a part in that. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
everything just magically happened, really. Yeah.
That's
So it's
fantastic,
exciting.
Keith. Thanks for that. I love these inspirational stories. And I just want to let the viewers know I have all of the links down below. It goes to the Lovelace Academy website, the Lovelace Academy YouTube channel. There's more information there as well. So check out those links down below. Make sure you subscribe over there at Lovelace Academy. So when they start launching those videos out, you can get access to those. You set your alerts, set the notification bell. Same for this channel. While you're down there, go ahead and smash like and subscribe on this channel. Pump those metrics up. And check out the links. Like I said, we've got Lovelace Academy YouTube in the link section down below. Check out their channel. They have some really good videos over there. Keith did a great introductory video on blockchain. Basically, if you're a developer or you're new to blockchain, you don't know what it is, he's got a video over there where he gives a really good description of what it is. And Maria also has an interview over on that channel with one of our IOHK doctor researchers. So you guys did a great job getting those fired up. So let's bring us up to the present. What is currently keeping you all busy that you're working on now? Like, here's the kind of stuff people ask. Are you on the Alonzo private testnet? Is the Alonzo private testnet working? When is the Alonzo private testnet coming out? But you guys, you're kind of really close to the fire because you're working with both Plutus and Marlowe. And the Marlowe playgrounds have been out for a little while. So tell us, what do you got currently going on over at Lovelace Academy? Who wants to go?
Sure, I can do it. So we are super excited with Alonzo coming up. So it's, I mean, we are basically learning just as much as everyone else right now. So there's a Plutus Pioneers program that Lars has really done a tremendous work, a tremendous amount of effort on. And, you know, we're kind of trying to clock up those 10,000 hours to make sure that we are properly well versed in building something that is of high assurance. And, you know, we don't want to be starting just like, here you go, have some random content. We want to make sure we have a good amount of effort, you put in a good amount of effort so that something is, you know, a bit more future-proof as well, because that's one of the problems that we face. If you end up publishing content too early and the platform evolves over time, you end up just having to just keep rejigging the content over time again.
Oh, I see. So you guys are facing a challenge. I just realized this. Shweta, please go ahead.
Yeah.
You're gonna say.
Yeah, just to add on top of that, I'm also trying to build a dApp based on Marlowe on Cardano blockchain. As I come from insurance background, I have been working in insurance sector for over 8 years now. So I really want to utilize the business side of the knowledge that I gained in the insurance sector and combine it with the technical side of Cardano architecture that I have learned being a part of Cardano for the past 1 year. And I want to build a dApp which would really help the Cardano community. So we'll keep you posted on it. Let's see how that comes out.
Okay, you can't tell us all your secrets right now, or what? What's this DApp going to do? Well, it's on Marlowe, so it's finance oriented. Got to keep that a
Yeah,
secret
it's
for
a
now, right?
teaser.
Okay. So it sounds. I just realized y'all have a challenge ahead of you because, or I mean, you're currently dealing with a challenge because you're building your Lovelace Academy content information, your learning plans and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard to make the actual videos and deploy them yet. Am I reading that correctly? Because you have to account, since you start off with Project Catalyst, you got to account for the hours and make sure the progress is there. But maybe the test net isn't entirely ready yet. Maybe you don't have all the tools. Have you guys run into that problem?
Exactly. This is one of our problem. We want to start straight away when we receive the phones, but then we realize that the things that Keith want to show the community, that Shweta want to show the community is not ready exactly there. We are here. We're still producing content. We are reliable for the community. We just trying to match up the right time, because let's see, if I do a content this week and something comes out next week, my content is entirely out of date. So we are trying to catch up time, the right time to release episodes and also to release good content.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It
this
goes
is
along-
sorry, go ahead, Keith.
So just one quick thing. It goes along the lines of, you know, doing the Shelley testnet. If you're a stake pool operator, you end up learning a lot about how to set up the stake pool. And if you had published content very early on, and you look back at it, the instructions are pretty much fully different. So there's it's a bit of a catch-22 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess what you're doing is you got to so Maria builds educational content or kind of like structures lessons, I take it, and then Shweta, you're building over there on Marlowe, and Keith, you're the software engineer, software developer at this point in time.
Plutus, yeah.
Plutus, okay. Oh my gosh, sounds like you have an awesome team building up. I mean, this is a great team you have together here. This is fantastic. And Keith, you surprised me. You've been working in software for 15 years. I thought you were pretty young.
It's
I thought you were pretty
it's so
A baby face.
I'm already it's a baby face, but I'm 36, so I've been in the industry a while. I think it's just the Asian done raisin kind of the vibe.
I wouldn't have known, man. If I was a bartender, I would have to ask for your ID card. I would have to ask for your ID card, man.
Too
I'm like,
kind,
yeah,
really.
okay.
That
go ahead.
must happen with him quite often, I'm sure.
I'll bet. So where y'all dialing in from? Because people, they like to know a little bit of the background. Then we'll talk about the future goals, like if you have target things you want to create. So Keith, where are you dialing in from? Tell us a little bit about that.
London, and so I'm Australian, so I moved to London about 9 years ago, but I've developed a bit of a midway accent between British and Australian, so you might encounter twangs here and there, but so from London, dialing in.
Yep, I've recognized your accent as being a little bit from the UK. A little bit. I used to live in the UK. I used to live over in
Oh, no way.
Cornwall. Yeah.
Oh,
My daughter went to school in High Wycombe over there on the west side of
yeah.
London. Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty cool.
nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I loved it. I got to see a lot of Europe. It was great.
Yeah, it's a
It was
great
great.
place.
Shweta, where are you dialing in from?
So yeah, I'm currently in Copenhagen and it's raining right in front of my window. So enjoying Danish rains in springtime.
So it's
But
not warm, sunny Colorado.
No. Opposite of warm and sunny. And as you can tell from my accent, I'm an Indian, and I'm born and raised in India. And recently, I moved to Copenhagen around 3 years ago. So
Oh,
I've
yeah?
been working here since then. Yeah.
That's awesome. I've met people from India who live in other countries. You probably speak original language. Plus, do you speak Danish?
I try to, but
You
it's
try
so
to?
difficult.
And you
It's
speak
so
English?
difficult. I
I've
think
met
it's
people
one
from
of the
India
most
speak English better than me.
Yeah, because if you have to communicate with the rest of the world, you have to know English. Otherwise, you will be stuck in India.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm
But it's
glad you have
interesting.
you on your team here. This is awesome. Maria, where are you dialing in from?
I'm dialing from Dublin in Ireland, but I'm from Brazil, and my accent is so mixed up, nobody knows where I'm from, but I'm from São Paulo, the biggest city in Latin America. I'm an educator, I'm a teacher, a language teacher, and that's why we are here in Lovelace Academy. It's all about education. I try to inspire people as I go along, and Shweta got inspired, and then Kate got inspired, now we inspire everybody.
Oh, wow. I would have
Yeah,
guessed
that's
you were
so
from
true.
Portugal, but I knew you were in England. I knew you were in Ireland. I knew you were in Ireland.
Yeah, now I'm a Brazilian.
All right, cool. Well, hey, thanks for being here. So we're going to talk about the last two things we'll hit on the podcast. We'll talk about what are your future plans, the things that you can discuss, what you'll be building at Lovelace Academy. And then we'll open up to an AMA. So if you have questions, pop them over there in the chat and I'll bring your questions up on the screen and we'll ask those to the team at the Lovelace Academy. Thank you, viewers, for that. So let's get to the second to last part here. What do you guys got planned in the future? Is there anything you tell us about any dApps, apps, things on Plutus, types of videos you're going to be releasing out on Lovelace Academy? What do you got?
Cool, sure. So right now we are still in the kind of content publishing phase. We're more than happy to use YouTube as the main kind of content delivery network. But overall, once we have a few videos there, we want to build out a platform which allows us to host our own content, but also allows others to publish on it. So say, for example, if Emergo wants to create a course, basics of blockchains like they currently do, they can easily use our platform. And the next bit, which is the kind of the final holy grail milestone, is to be able to have certifications and scholarships. Because we want to be part of this blockchain-based ecosystem. We want to have everything on chain. So having the ability to to have certifications that are recorded on obviously on Cardano blockchain, but also finding ways to utilize the power of smart contracts to almost codify the exam sitting process. You can do some very interesting things there. And finally, just finding a way to give scholarships out to people that are most in need. Because at the end of the day, we want the content to be publicly available. We want everyone to be able to access it, in an open, free way. Certifications, obviously, that's where a bit of monetization comes in. But we want to also give people, people in India, people in Brazil, people in Burma, the ability to have just these certifications because they have that inherent intelligence and the drive.
Yeah, wow. It sounds like you have the whole package there. What else, Shweta? I noticed you're nodding. You're going to add to that?
Yeah, and just like Maria, Keith also read my mind, and he basically covered everything. Just wanted to add that on the scholarship part, we have a lot of kind delegators who really want to add to this noble venture, and we, in our near future, we would be willing to launch a scholarship, Lovelace Academy scholarship, to people who are uh, mainly blockchain developers, but they do not have enough funds to sustain their education. So if we can find such people and help them out monetarily, that would be the best thing that Lovelace Academy can do.
Wow. You guys are the whole package. So you have educational content you're deploying, certifications, scholarships, almost like an entire academy, well, Lovelace Academy, university being built on in the early stages. We're still in really early days, right? Because the Alonzo testnet is still set to private mode, right? That's still it's kind of tightly controlled because it's under construction. You don't want a bunch of people wandering through your construction site. You do have the Marlowe playground you can mess around with over there. But is it still like it's still being molded, right? Can you, like, if you make a video piece of content now, you might have to change it because a detail changed, right? So now you got to figure out when is it done enough? Is that what you guys are thinking now?
Exactly,
When is it-
exactly
Yeah,
where we are
that's
at.
Yeah.
Marie, I noticed you were like, "Oh my gosh, Rick just summarized exactly how I'm feeling." I noticed you. Smile, everybody, smile.
I know, you know why, Rick? Because people, they are expecting the episode, but we are not avoiding send the episode. It's just not the right time. We are just trying to match everything to deliver good content because it would be worse to deliver content today and then in 1 week time, a month of time. So Maria, it's update is out of date. Is why we avoid it, but we will deliver exactly what you promised to the community. And by the way, thank you everybody that vote for Lovelace Academy, and thank you
Yeah.
for almost 500 subscribers in our channel, Lovelace Academy.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic,
big
Marie.
thanks to them.
Thank you, everyone. So let's get to the last part here, thanking the viewers. Let's open up the channel to the AMA, the last about 5 minutes of the podcast here, and then we'll wrap it up. We already have a question from one of our frequent viewers, Ricky Ricardo. Thank you, Ricky Ricardo. I appreciate it. And he says, what are the prerequisites to get certified? Is it a required advanced coding knowledge? What do you guys have so far on that?
So the plan is it's pretty much like most certifications out there in the tech space. There is an exam component. So that's where the academy has to provide both the content and the exam, and the smart contract to validate the examination itself. So you will have to sit an exam. We're not going to make things like you got to build a DApp in 2 hours kind of exercise, but it will be just like your typical tech certification. Mostly multiple choice at the end of the day.
Okay. Well, that's good. It has a set of standards that people can kind of like shoot for, to make sure that their accreditation works well. Anything else you want to add, Maria, Shweta? I don't think we have any other
it's,
questions. Go ahead.
Be patient with us. Be patient. We will get there eventually.
Yeah. The good thing is that we have the vision in mind and we know what we are doing. It's just that takes time. Just like the launch of Shelly, the launch of Gogan. If you want to perfect everything, you have to be patient and give it time.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that was the only questions. If we have no other questions, we will be wrapping it up. And I'll give each of the three of you the last words here to tell the viewers anything you wanted to say before we wrap up the podcast. But I wanted to thank y'all for coming here. And I just wanted to remind people that good development requires patience. Even if they're using agile techniques, it still requires some patience because there's always about a 6-month lag between when something is initiated and something can actually be deployed. And I'll give you a perfect example, like with Apple. When Apple went from Catalina to Big Sur, they have to release Big Sur 6 months in advance in like a beta. Use it at your own risk so that the developers have 6 months to modify their code and make it work on Big Sur so that when it goes live for normal user usage, their apps actually work. So you guys are going to run into the same lag. Like, is it done enough that I can build on it? Or is, and then at that point you can start building, or you can build so much and then go back and revise it. So we kind of understand. I want to make sure the audience is aware you guys are still have to wrestle that bear, right? So, but we'll get
Fully
there.
agree,
We'll
Rick.
we'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get
good
there as a
summary.
team. We'll get
It's
there.
there's this there's this great analogy. It's very much like the early days of the internet, right? So there is so what we're talking about with blockchain and Cardano is not just a release of one product. It's actually an entire industry that can come out of it. So it's like, when the internet first came out, obviously there wasn't much tooling around it. You had to learn very basic, like, markup with HTML. You didn't really have much ability to build very sophisticated things. But over time, we eventually got, these very dynamic web apps. You've got, now with Web 3.0 that's coming out, which is a totally brand new thing. And it just, these things you do have to just learn along the way.
Nice.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, Keith. Okay, wrap up here. Maria, any last words before we wrap up?
I would like to say thank you for the subscribe and thank you for the patience. And we're still here. We love you all, and soon all episodes going to be out. I can't wait for that moment.
Thank you, Maria. Shweta?
Yeah, thanks, Rick, for having us here. It's an honor to be on Cardano Live. You have had such amazing guests, and to fall in the same category is literally, I'm speechless. And just want to ask all our viewers to pray for India because India is going through this very sad COVID situation, and just take out some minutes from your day and pray for India. Thank you.
Thank you, Shweta. That was a very lovely message. Keith, what do you got for us? Wrap it up.
Just repeating everyone here. Thanks so much, Rick. So you're like the OG in the Cardano space, which I've seen your episodes since way back, even during the crypto winter post 2018, and you kept our hopes alive. And now is pretty much the time when everything is just fitting into place, and it's super exciting. I'm just really looking forward because I think it's the fact that I just decided to go full time into Cardano. It's just a testament to just how much the world is evolving into blockchain and turning into a very legitimate platform to build meaningful things.
It is. Huge things coming. Huge things, especially on Cardano with how well it's built from the ground up. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, everyone. And we're going to wrap it up for the day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Check out the links. Hop on over to Lovelace Academy. Check out what they got now. Make sure you set those alerts so when those videos start pouring out, you'll be able to get the alerts and notifications. If you're any developers developing on Cardano, planning to develop on Cardano, pass along that information to them, and they might find a very warm welcome at Cardano. That's what we're looking forward to, is to have those developers come in and check out Lovelace Academy and get that nice warm welcome they can get over there at Lovelace Academy. Thank you all for being here. Feel free to come back anytime. You just let me know, and I'll get you over here. Hold on. I got to bring down that little comment there. I almost forgot. Okay, take that off. All right. So thank you, everyone. Y'all have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Rick.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Cheers all. Bye.